Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tatum and I put out weekly yoga videos for free. So if you haven't already, please consider to like and subscribe. Today we are going into a hip opener flow, and this is in an intermediate flow. I do not do a lot of alignment cueing or anything in this, so you should already have the basics down. Additionally, I did not use any props, so if you know you do like to have props in your yoga practice, I'd go ahead and grab them now. Anyway, grab whatever else you would like to use in your practice, and I will meet you back here. Hello and welcome to your mat. So today we're getting started off in easy pose, so whatever that means to you. You can move from side to side to scoot any flesh out of the way and connect your sitting bones to your mat. We'll sit up nice and tall, draw your shoulders back over your hips. I'm not going to go into too much alignment as this is an intermediate class. So if you know you like to take any variations or modify your practice at any point in time, please go ahead and take the modifications or variations that you like. So when you're ready, let's gently close our eyes or gaze down at the floor. Take 3 big breaths together. Inhaling, belly expands, and exhale, let it go. Ha. 2 more. Inhaling, exhale. Last one, biggest, fullest, deepest breath. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Ha. Pull the belly button into your spine, draw it all the way in and up. Compress all the stale air out from yesterday and relax. You can continue inhaling and exhaling out through your nose to cultivate that ujjayi breath if you have it in your practice. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand comes to the top of your right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back through center. Leave your left hand on your right knee. Right fingertips come up and over. Side body stretch. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on top of our left knee. Left hand behind us. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Gently come back through center. Left fingertips reach over to the right. Right hand stays on top of the knee. Breathe into your side body. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands reach up. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Left fingertips reach over to the right, and then cactus open the top arm. Broaden across your chest. Take your gaze towards the sky. Inhale, left fingertips reach over. Switch sides. Left fingertips to the ground, right fingertips over to the left. Cactus open the arm. Lift your chest and your gaze towards the sky. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands reach up. We're going to take our hands to the floor, come into your tabletop position. Take a quick cat-cow here. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift. Exhale, pull that belly button to spine. Now you can stick with this movement here, or if you'd like, I'm going to kick my right leg out. Right toes facing forward, so my hands are underneath my shoulders here. You can spin your right toes out slightly so they're at an angle. Heel slightly pulls in, and then bend through that right knee, sink your hips back. Option to take movement here, take a few circles. Allow your toes to lift up off the earth. Just getting a little bit of movement in, not trying to shock our hips today. And then when you're comfortable, you can find that pose, bend your knee, and then begin to take your cat-cows again. So inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift. And then exhale, round your spine and tuck your tailbone under. Press through your hands. Flow with your breath. Allow your right hip to open up. Few more rounds wherever you are. Option to take that movement again or find any other organic movement that you'd like. Just move slow in case something doesn't feel good. Let's switch sides, bring that right knee back in. Let's go ahead, kick out the left. Again, toes can spin out towards the side. Hopefully I don't fall into the pool. Then you can bend that left knee. Go ahead, take any circles, organic movement, or just simply press your hips back towards your heel, opening up that left hip. And if you want to flow with your breath, inhale shifts you forward, exhale pulls you back. And come back to that cat-cow movement with your bent leg. Wherever you are, find a few more rounds. And we'll all come back to your center tabletop position. Wag your tail, shifting your hips from side to side. Then when you're ready, we'll all press back into our first downward facing dog, lifting your hips. So go ahead, walk out your dog. Shake your head yes, shake your head no, shift from side to side. Whatever movement you need today. Reconnect with your breath. And then again, coming onto our knees here, lower all the way down to your belly, heels of the hands slide back, low cobra, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. 2 more times, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Stay here. Gaze is down at the floor. Pressing firmly through our hands, lift your chest a little bit more and then release that pressure in your hands. Try to stay lifted here and then begin to point and lift your feet. Locust pose. Maybe your hands reach back. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Gaze is down at the floor. Hands come back down underneath our shoulders. Gently take your gaze to the right. Stretch out that side neck. Still lifting up in our cobra pose. Gently twist your head. Gaze to the right. Gently shift. Gaze to the other side. Other side. Switch. Feet are on the floor, last one. Gaze to the right or left, wherever you are. Last round, other side. And then when you're ready, gently release. Forehead comes down to the mat. Press yourself through a tabletop. Press back, downward facing dog. Go ahead, walk out your dog here. Let's take one big round of breath together. Exhale wherever you're at. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, H-A-Ha. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come high up onto our toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, back bend. Hands to your low back. Breathe and root down through your feet. Press your hips forward, come back. Inhale, come back to the center. Arms reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low. Root down through your feet. Tailbone is tucking under. Hands can come to heart center. Breathe and reconnect. Sink a little bit deeper if you can. Hands come to our hips. Let's kick this right leg out in front of us. Micro bend in your knee. Send both hip points back evenly. Hinge forward, getting a nice hamstring stretch down your front right leg. Reach forward with your heart. Send your hips back. Even and steady. Again, both hip points are level, reaching back to the back of your mat. Inhale, slightly lift that chest. Bring that right foot back right underneath that hip point. And then gently take that left foot out. Inhale, you can lift through your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Feeling that nice hamstring stretch down our left leg. Again, hip points are level, shooting back. Micro bend in your left knee. Hinge forward if you need a deeper stretch. Inhale, we'll lift up. Bring that foot right back to where it was. Arms reach up overhead, sink low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Take your feet out as wide as your mat. This is forward fold of your choice. If you want to take a little twist, I'm going to take my left hand out in front of me. Right hand is going to come underneath that left arm, grabbing for my left leg. And I'm just going to twist, gaze underneath my left arm. Slight bend in your knees. Try to roll your weight to the balls of your feet, hips and high. Switch hands, right hand out in front, left hand comes to the outside of your right leg. Gaze underneath that right arm. Weight is rolling forward to the balls of your feet. And gently come back through center. Take a moment, breathe, reconnect. And when you're ready, heel toe your feet back to hip width distance. Step your left foot back, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Crescent. Reach your hips forward as you gently come back, lifting through your spine. Low ribs are pulling down, belly is engaged. Breathe. And we'll exhale, come forward. Tuck your back left toes. Lift that knee up off the earth. Plant your left hand. You can take it to the outside of your mat here and then twist. Open up. Right fingertips reaching towards the sky. Sink your hips low. Maybe you roll open on your right foot. Right hand reaches back behind you. Back leg is strong and straight. Inhale, we'll all come forward. High lunge. Step your left foot back to meet your right. And gently roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, sit low into your chair. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, sink low. Breathe, connect. Can you go lower? Maybe hands reach out in front of you. Pull those hips back. Weight is light in your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back this time. Low lunge into your crescent. Lift and lengthen the spine, and then exhale, come back. Inhale, come back through center, and then exhale, come back down. Right toes tucked with this right leg. And then again, maybe heel toe this foot out a little bit wider, and take your right hand to the outside of your mat. Open up, twist. Maybe opening up onto the outer edge of your left foot. Maybe your left hand reaches behind you. Back leg is strong and working hard. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Right foot steps to meet your left. Breathe and connect. Forward fold. If you'd like, you can take any movement here. This is yogi's choice. All right, we're slowly gonna roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, we'll bring you back through center. Chair pose, sink low into that chair again. Lift through your heart, engage your core, tailbone tucking under. We're gonna take our hands to our hips again. Take your weight into your left foot. Right toes lift up off the earth. Tap your toes forward at the top of your mat. Boop. Working on that balance. Bring it back underneath. Tap it to the right. Boop. Bring it back through center. And then shift it back. Step back. High lunge. Arms reach up. Inhale, lift through your crescent. And then exhale,
hinge forward. We're coming into a little lizard pose here, so walk this left foot out, bring that right knee down to the earth, untuck the toes. You can lift the chest, bring it forward, and then exhale, pull the hips back, straighten this left leg, toes can lift up off the earth. Inhale, you bring you forward, and then exhale will pull you back. Keep a micro bend in that left leg. And then we'll all come back through center. Roll open on this left foot. Left knee is falling open. Right hand plants. Maybe left arm can lift or come to the outside of your left knee, gazing past your shoulder here. Breathe and connect. If you'd like, you can come on down to your forearms, or you can stay in that twist. It's your choice. Breathe wherever you are. Send your breath to any tension points. And you don't have to twist or go into a very deep hip opener here. Try to focus more on strength and control rather than allowing your leg to just flop open to the side. Imagine you're placing that knee in a certain area in space. Because it's all easy just to hang out and let our hips dip or leg fling out to the side. So gaining that strength and control. Still hugging in the knee, but allowing it to open. A few more rounds of breath. And then we'll all come back through center. When you're ready, plant that left foot onto the earth. Listen carefully. Tuck this right foot, lift up your right knee, and we're gonna walk our hands over to the right side of our mat. So we're coming into this low lunge. I'm gonna sink my hips towards my left heel, but bring it back behind him so my left foot is completely onto the floor. I'm on my heel of my right foot. My fingertips are gonna reach forward as I hinge forward. Just really allowing your hips to sink farther away than this left heel. And trying to keep that left heel on the ground, but it's okay if it's not there today, it's fine. When you're ready, we're going to draw our hands right back underneath our shoulders, lift our hips up, all 10 toes turn to face towards the front of the mat. Now listen carefully. We're going to bring our right knee to the outside of our left ankle, sit down, coming into a twist. Both hip points root towards the earth. You can wrap this right arm around your left leg. Left hand comes behind you. You can take this left hand, press into your sacrum. Try to sink a little bit taller. Maybe you notice this left hip bone sinking into the mat. Lift and lengthen. Release that hand on your sacrum. Put it behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, gently unwind, coming back to that high lunge. Hands plant, all 10 toes facing towards the front. Step your right foot back to meet your left at the top of your mat. Hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, come back into your chair. Sink low. Hands come to the hips. Lift through your heart. Sink through your hips. Take your weight into your right foot. Come up onto the ball of your left now. Left toes tap forward. They come back through center. Keep your hip points level. And then maybe those left toes come out to the left side of your mat. Stretch, reach. Pull the left toes back under. Step back. High lunge. Arms reach up. Breathe. And then exhale, they cartwheel down, framing this front right foot. Heel toe that foot back. Come back into your lizard pose here. So both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Inhale will bring you forward. And exhale, pull those hips back. Right toes can lift up off the mat. Coming into this little lizard half split. Taking your time. Working on strength and control. It's not just flying around, but trying to place our extremities in space. When you're ready and done with that movement, you're gonna come back through center, open up this right foot, come on the outer edge of it, and really still working on that strength and control, not letting my knee just flop open to the side and my hips to dip down. Squeeze and hug everything in. Maybe bring this right hand to the outside of your right knee. Twist. Option to stay here. If that knee is not going to go anywhere, maybe your right hand reaches back behind you. Option to stay here, or you can come on down to your forearms. Again, knee hasn't moved. Still hugging it in tight, but allowing it to open up. Breathe into any tension points. And then when you're ready, we'll all come back through center. Lift up onto our hands, plant this right foot, left toes tuck, and then we're gonna turn all 10 toes to the left side of our mat. Readjust your footing if you need to. Sink your hips towards this right heel. Come up onto the heel of your left, toes lift, hands reach out in front of you. Hips are reaching back behind your right heel here. Right heel is working towards the earth. Breathe and connect. Notice that each side of your body is different. When you're ready, gently pull those hands right back underneath your shoulders. All 10 toes turn to face forward. High runner's lunge. Listen carefully. Left knee comes to the outside of our right ankle. Sit down into your twist. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand can wrap around this knee. Take your right hand back to your sacrum. Lift and allow your right sit bone to come on down to the mat. Maybe this right hand comes back behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Inhale, come back through center. Plant your hands at the top of your mat. Step back up, high runner's lunge. Step your left foot up to meet your right, forward fold. Last one of the day. So you can take any movement that you'd like or simply stay in your forward fold. I'll come back through center, find some stillness, and then heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat. Sink through your hips, Malasana. Hands come through heart center. Lift your chest. Hands come out in front of us. Lift your chest, sink through your hips. Really engaging and squeezing everything in and up. So we're not just sinking down here, pull it up. Maybe you lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then gently come down, hands come behind you. I'm gonna scoot towards the center of my mat here. Hands are gonna come out wider than my shoulders here, pulling my feet in, knees bent. And I'm just gonna gently windshield wiper my legs from side to side. All right, I'm gonna stay right where we are, readjust a little bit. So I want my hands, again, wider than shoulder width. It's just easier that way, especially if you have a larger butt. So we're gonna come into a reverse tabletop, but then we're gonna shoot our hips through our hands so we can sit down into a seated forward fold. Now you have an option here. You can cross your right leg or your left leg over top when you lift up, or you can keep your foot planted. So our feet are hip width distance here. It's not supposed to be perfect, it's a practice. My pose doesn't look perfect either, so don't worry about it. So when you're ready, press through your hands, lift through your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together back behind you. Lift your hips towards the sky. Option to cross that leg. Breathe, send your hips up, maybe your head drops back. You got it. Lift your hips. Don't hold your breath. Tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe we extend this right leg. Keep it lifted, keep it lifted. Send your hips back. You got it, keep it lifted. And hinge forward, relax. Allow your spine to round. Maybe toes flex back towards your face. And when you're ready, second one, left side. So again, scooting our bum a little bit forward so it's in between our feet and our hands. Squeeze and lift your shoulder blades together. Press through both feet. When you're ready, inhale, lift up. Stay here across that leg. Breathe and reach. Lift through your hips. Press through your hands. Press through your feet. Maybe head comes back. And when you're ready, tuck that chin to your chest. Release the top left foot. Keep it extended. Keep it extended. Press through your hands. Pull your hips back. You got it. And forward fold. Relax. Breathe. Hands can come down by your side. Well, inhale, gently lift up. Now turn around here. Gonna make our way into a little bit of a bridge. Hands come out in front, slowly lower down. Feet hip width distance. Align your shoulders, hips, and feet together in one line. Arms come up above our head here. Let's inhale, press through both feet, lift your hips. Breathe and hold your hips high. Knees are not splaying out. They're still hip width distance. Take an inhale, reach those fingertips to the sky. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hips and hands come down. Inhale, we'll lift our hips and fingertips towards the sky. Keep those hips right where they are. Take your hands back behind you, pointing away. Take one breath here. Inhale, lift your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, everything comes down. Last one. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, hands come behind you, hips stay right where they are. Take a breath. Inhale, fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, they come down, release. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a few knee circles here. Switch directions. Take our legs up to the sky, roll out your ankles. Slow with control. Focus all your energy on it like you've never twisted or stretched out your feet before in your life. Something new. Switch directions. Mindful movement. Not just flopping them around. Then we'll hug everything back in. Take your toes and feet together. Open up your knees. Allow your feet to gently come onto the mat. Reclined, bound angle pose. Arms can come up over your head. If this feels good for your Shavasana, you can stay here or make your way to your favorite Shavasana. Wherever you are, allow gravity to do the work. Relax and sink down into your surface. Eyes are softly closing or gazing up at the sky. Unclench your jaw and relax your facial muscles. Allow yourself to completely relax. When you're ready, begin to stretch all the way out. Feet and hands stretch in opposite directions. Point your toes, point your fingers.
And then gently roll onto your favorite side, cradling your head in your arm. Gently and slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Coming right back to where we started, easy pose, sit up nice and tall, draw those shoulders over your hips. Breathe. Let's inhale, arms reach up over our head. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, gaze down at your fingertips. Take a moment to thank yourself for getting a little movement in today. And as always, thank you for flowing along with me today. It's always an honor, and I can't wait to see you next time. Namaste.